This video is brought to you by the EA Game Changers Network. Massive thanks to EA for flying me out to Germany to record some FIFA 19 content for you guys. Let's get right into today's video. Hey guys, how is it going? It is S2G and welcome back to another one of these FIFA 19 career mode episodes, episode number 3 with PSG, and we're going to be continuing from where we left off in the previous episode, which means more Champions League action and more French League games. And hopefully in this episode I can show you guys some better gameplay. Last episode we managed to win every single game that we played, and I'm hoping we can continue that in today's episode. We've got ourselves a really big Champions League game against Porto as well, which I'm really excited for. If you guys are enjoying this series, make sure to drop a like on this video. Let's shoot for 500 likes once again. And if you're watching my videos for the first time, make sure to subscribe for more FIFA 19 career mode content. Practically every game that we have in today's episode is a bit of a banger. First up, we've got Porto in the Champions League, then Olympique Lyon, and we know games against them can be really fun and exciting. And after that, we've got Marseille as well. So a lot of exciting games in this episode. So let's kick things off. Champions League action against Porto. As you guys can see, this is my team that I'm going for. Practically my first team with a few changes here and there. I'm giving Lo Celso a chance because I haven't really used him, and I do really enjoy him in FIFA 19. I've played with him in like kickoff mode a few times and he's really good. So let's see how he actually plays in career mode for us. Hopefully he can bag himself a goal or something like that. But our front three is more than enough to get us the goals. The anthem, the Champions League atmosphere, absolutely perfect. First Champions League game at home at the Parc des Princes. And you guys know finishing first in the group is priority for me. So let's hope we can get that done. But it might be a bit difficult as Porto have the first opportunity of the game. Thankfully, that header just goes wide. As another chance for Porto. As I said, it's on ultimate difficulty. The game is a lot harder than it was in FIFA 18 as Corona has a chance for Porto. But that is why we've signed Marcelo. Puts in a clutch sliding tackle to win the ball back and saves us. It's been all Porto so far, but can we create a chance now? Mbappe with a great ball to Lo Celso. Can he score for us? Yes, he can. A great driven shot from Lo Celso. This year, driven shots have been nerfed, but they are still effective if used properly. And Lo Celso just showed us that as he puts PSG into a 1-0 advantage against Porto. Not bad at all. I know a lot of you guys may be wondering what's the scene with the French League. I haven't shown you guys the league table yet, so after this game, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing, so you guys get an idea of how we're actually performing in league. We are top of the league though, so let me just get that in for you. As Lo Celso plays in a great pass out wide to Kylian Mbappe. The golden boy cuts inside brilliantly. Still Mbappe goes for the La Croqueta skill move. Does it twice. Finds Lo Celso, who scored a brace against Porto. I talked about how good this guy is at the start of the game, and there you go. He's delivering for us. 2-0 up PSG. With the absence of Verratti and Draxler, who got themselves injured in the previous episode, Lo Celso is going to prove to be a very useful player for the team. With, you know, his ability, he's really good in this game, guys. I think it's because he's pretty fast as well, has got good dribbling and all. And as you guys can see, a bit of a weird attack from Porto, a bicycle kick from one side of the box and then a weird header from the other side of the box. But regardless, the game does end in a 2-0 win to PSG as we pick up our second Champions League win of the season, which I think is fantastic. So 2 games in the Champions League so far, 6 points. We're getting the business done pretty well as PSG have scored 5 goals so far, 1 less than Porto, but we are top of the group with 6 points as Porto was the team that we just defeated. Not bad at all. And as I said, let's go ahead and take a look at the French league table just to see how we are doing in the league. And as you guys can see, 8 games into the season. If you're wondering how are we, 8 games into the season, as you would have seen throughout the course of the series, we have been simming quite a few games. We've played about 3 or 4 Liga games, but the rest we have simmed because this I recorded at the capture event and I didn't really have the time to play like every single game. So keep that in mind. Regardless, we are top of the league after 8 games, which is fantastic. So, Player of the Month award for the month of October goes to Slitty. I'm not sure who he is, but fair play to him for getting the award, which is, of course, a bit disappointing. I would have loved to see a PSG player considering we are top of the league. S2G's choice pays off. Nice to see the signing of Kanze has gone down well with the fans and the board because he's been very good for us so far. The same can be said for Marcelo. As you guys can see this article, Marcelo makes his presence known. He's such a good left back in game. A few of you guys in the comments of the previous episode were saying that Marcelo's not really the best of signings, but hey, agree to disagree because Marcelo is fantastic in this game, even though he lacks that rapid pace. Now time to face Lyon. This is a big game in the French league, so I'm really hoping to get the win in this one, and hence I've gone with a very strong team. Apart from injuries, you know, we've got practically our best team available. No Verratti and of course no Draxlers. Both of them are injured, but we still do have a strong team. As you guys can see, that crazy looking Neymar graphic in the stands. But as you guys can see, PSG also one of the best defensive teams, which is great to see, as we do have the first opportunity of this game. And just look at Kylian Mbappe. This guy is a cheat code, as he stops and absolutely dismantles the defender there with, of course, an elastico. It was just perfect from Kylian Mbappe. Honestly, when you guys get your hands on FIFA 19, try out Mbappe. He is so good in this game, as Kante puts in a solid challenge, and we might have an opportunity now in the 7th minute. Lyon have started out this game terribly, as Mbappe takes advantage of that and gives us a 1-0 lead against Lyon and does his celebration. I really like Mbappe's celebration, and that's probably going to be a celebration I do a lot against online opponents. But again, solid finish from Mbappe. Driven shots are, as I said, nerfed in FIFA 19. They're not as good as they were before, but they're still pretty effective, as I said, if used properly. As we could see a chance for Rabiot. Absolutely sensational stuff from Adrien Rabiot to chip the keeper to give us a 2-0 advantage against Olympique Lyon under 15 minutes. I have no idea what Lyon are doing in this game. They just haven't been able to cope with the attacking capability of this PSG side. Look at the link-up play. Look at the pass from Cavani to Rabiot. Sensational play. As I said, FIFA 19, the gameplay is really fun to just watch even, because there's a lot of new animations and all, and it was all at show there. That pass from Cavani, the chip from Rabiot. As you guys can see, I've switched my game plan now to attacking. A lot of you guys may be wondering, what does that mean? It means we have now switched to a 4-1-2-1-2 formation with Mbappe and Cavani as our strikers, as I talked about in the previous episode. That is the new dynamic game plans feature. You can instantly, with just the press of a button, switch your formation in-game without having to use the pause button. I do really like that. So it was pretty effective, as we got a chance, you know, kind of gifted to Mbappe, but he couldn't really convert that. He probably should have finessed that one, or maybe even chipped that one if he had the confidence. He couldn't, and the scoreline remains 2-0. But Mbappe came pretty close to scoring there. Let's see if we can create one more chance and potentially make it 3-0, as Neymar has a fabulous opportunity. He goes for the cheeky chip, but it's just above the crossbar and out for a goal kick. But that animation though for the chip was really nice, and it would have been special to see Neymar score from that. But that, guys, is it for this one. So our second game of the episode also ends in a victory. As you guys can see, Rabiot and Raphael exchanging a handshake, which is great. The same with Mbappe and Raphael. But a solid win, and we continue to push on in the French league, which in my opinion is absolutely fantastic. So 9 games into the season in the French league, we've now got ourselves 25 points, 8 points above Monaco. You might be wondering, it's just too easy, the French league. Yes, it is, and I'm expecting to win the French league this season, but the main goal of this series is the Champions League. So as we progress through the series, as we get into all those key episodes, you guys will see some terrific gameplay against some top teams. For now, we're just going to be, you know, finding out what's the best way to play FIFA 19. Just get grips with the gameplay and all that, and get through the group stage, finishing top of the group. As we sim this one against Amiens, I'm not sure how you pronounce their name, but we do get ourselves a draw at home, which was disappointing. Mbappe got ourselves a goal. And also I sim this Champions League game against Sosno, because I believe that we should anyway be getting the result against them, and we did. Lo Celso and Mariano got the goal. I used my second team for this one because I was confident I would get the result even with the second team. And also, if you're wondering why my voice is sounding a bit different, or I've got like less strength or energy during the video, it's because my voice is practically gone. For some weird reason, my throat is just hurting, and I think it's because of the Berlin trip, drinking a lot of cold stuff there maybe, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully it gets fine soon, because we've got a Barcelona series to start on the 20th of September. Anyways, now 10 games into the season, 26 points. We're still doing well in Liga. And for our final game of the episode, we've got Marseille, and I'm really hoping we can get a solid result against them. Have a look at the top scorers in the league so far. Mbappe and Neymar leading the charts for us. Of course, Memphis Depay though leading the assist charts with 4 assists in 8 games. That's one of the new features in career mode. While looking at the stats, you guys can actually see like how many games has that player taken to score those goals. Dani Alves a bit disappointed with the game time he's getting, but honestly, Munir has been so good for me that playing Dani Alves just doesn't make sense. I will still give him the games in like, you know, cup games or games that we probably are going to be simming. But apart from that, I really enjoy using Munir because of his physical presence, and even going forward, he's pretty decent. Anyways, guys, it is time for one of the biggest games in the French league, Le Classique against Olympique Lyon, away from home at the Orange Velodrome. I'm really excited for this one because it's a team like Marseille. It's a big derby. Let's go ahead and try and humiliate them by getting a solid result here. As Cavani finds Rabiot, this could be our chance for the first goal in the 3rd minute itself. And when you give Kylian Mbappe that much time and space to cause damage, he's surely going to score. What an episode he's had so far. Another fantastic finish from the Golden Boy. Assist for Adrien Rabiot. Terrific cross from him as well. And of course, Mbappe gets the job done. Also, we've got Verratti on the bench. He's now back from his injury. He had like a couple of months of an injury, but now he's fully back, and we will be using him in this game at some point, as we could see a chance from Marseille. That is some good link-up play with, you know, aerial balls. Thankfully, Buffon does make the save for that as a corner for Marseille. They were really targeting crosses and set pieces in this game, and it was actually working out for them. This chance they did miss, but they were creating a lot from crosses and set pieces. We surely need to be careful. In the 40th minute, they've got themselves another corner. A lot of chaos at the back. Massive chance for our opponents, and thankfully the rebound falls kindly to Buffon, and he does make the save. As I said, from corners and crosses, they were causing us a lot of problems. As you guys can see now, Germain on the attack puts in a good cross, and this could again cause problems for us. Thankfully, Buffon does come to the save. Although I just can't understand why Buffon didn't collect that one. It didn't really seem that difficult. But Marseille continue to put the pressure, and finally from a corner, they do convert. It was so frustrating, man. They had like 4 or 5 corners, and finally they scored. It was deserved, I guess, from them. We really should have done better to avoid that. I bring on Verratti to, you know, get him back from his injury, because I feel like we've been missing his ability to, you know, control a game. So we've brought him on. Let's hope he can help us, as he's on the ball now. Still Verratti does really well to keep hold of it. Plays the ball to Rabiot. Rabiot finds Neymar. Neymar does so well. Neymar with the heel-to-heel flick goes for the shot. The opposition's keeper reads that one well and does make the save. Time is surely running out for us. We've got about 17 minutes left in this game. Let's see what we can do. Ball played out wide to Cavani. Fake shots inside pretty well. Great dribbling. Finds Rabiot. Rabiot shoots a block. Cavani now to N'Golo Kanté. This is his chance. And N'Golo Kanté for a chance to score his first goal for PSG. Misses. We're going to let him off there because it was his weak foot, as Mbappe skillfully turns a man. Goes for the driven shot, but couldn't generate enough power to beat the keeper, as the scoreline is still 1-1, as we do win the ball back. Though Rabiot finds Edinson Cavani. Here we go, ball played through into Neymar. What a pass that was from Cavani, but what a chance wasted by Neymar. He really should have done better there to put the ball into the back of the net. As here's Mbappe with a scoop turn, completely sells his man, and the elastico absolutely perfect, but the player just brings him down. And I have no idea how that wasn't given a penalty. That was 100% a penalty. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? Was that a penalty or not? As Marseille go on the attack, they get a chance, and wow. That's just so unfair considering we pretty much dominated the game. Marseille get a chance in the 90th minute, and they do convert. So that is probably going to be our 2nd loss this season against Marseille. Losing the Le Classique is definitely disappointing, especially considering they are PSG's biggest rivals in the league. And it's just so freaking disappointing, especially considering we had enough chances to put this game to bed. But sometimes you do lose. Thankfully, it wasn't, you know, a Champions League knockout game. It was a league game. We're leading in the league, so hopefully things can go well for us. Well, guys, if that game wasn't disappointing enough, we've got ourselves knocked out of the Coupe de la Ligue, which means now we're only in 3 competitions domestically. 2 competitions domestically, actually. The League and the Cup, or the Copa Nacional, I guess that's how you pronounce it, which starts in like Jan or Feb. So that's a bit disappointing. Well, things aren't really going well for us, as even Mariano got himself injured, and he's going to be out for now 3 months. So Cavani certainly needs to step up, as he's pretty much doing now. We sim this one against Lyon, and we get ourselves a 3-0 win. Cavani and Neymar come up with the goals, and Thiago Silva chips in as well to round off the game for a 3-0 result. Player of the month goes to Germain, which is nice to see. Solid player though. Fair play to him for getting the award. Rejuvenated Lo Celso a revelation. Of course, we've been giving him quite a few chances here and there. In this episode itself, he played the first game, scored a brace for us, clearly showing that this guy is the real deal. What a talent we have here in Lo Celso. I'm eager to see what he can do in the coming games for us because he seems like a top player. Anyways, take a look at this new cutscene. Players coming out of the bus for the Champions League game. So it says that if we avoid a loss in our next game, we go through. And because it's a team, I reckon we should be able to get the result. I did sim it. And there you go. As I just said, we got the result. 4-1 against Sosnau. Mbappe with a brace and Neymar with a brace as well, which is fabulous to see. If you're wondering why am I simming so many games, I've mentioned it many times. It's because these videos were recorded at the capture event and we had limited amount of time to record the entire season. So that is why. But keep in mind, once we do get to the knockout rounds, I'm going to be playing pretty much every single Champions League knockout game. So we're going to be ending the episode off right here. I'll be, of course, showing you guys the league tables, the Champions League group tables, and also some of the stats of our players because I know you guys love having a look at stats and all that. So PSG top of the league, 7 points ahead of Olympique Marseille. But getting that result against us may have given them a bit of confidence, which is not good for us. Regardless, let's go ahead and take a look at the Champions League group table. So now we are 4 games, 4 wins, 12 points. Absolutely perfect. It does look like we'll be finishing top of our Champions League group, which does mean potentially an easier opponent in the round of 16 of this competition, which I genuinely cannot wait for. I cannot wait for getting to the latter stages of the season. In fact, even getting to the January transfer window, because I've got a fabulous transfer planned. And I'm really excited for that. So taking a look at some of the top scorers of the club, we've got Mbappe up there with 11 goals. Neymar with 10 goals. Cavani with 6. Mariano, even though he's played like 9 games only, still has got 5 goals. Munir with 3 as well. In terms of assists, we've got Neymar as our top assister, which is great to see. 5 assists for him. Overall changes, Hesse gone up by 1, Neymar now 93 rated, Mbappe now 88 freaking rated. That's just insane. Lo Celso up by 1, Draxler, Verratti, Kante all have gone up by 1. It's good to see Marcelo not dropping his overall, but Dani Alves, Cavani, Thiago Silva all have gone down in their overall ratings, which is certainly a bit of a disappointment. Regardless, take a look at this. Paris selection pleasing Silva, which is great to see. The captain is pretty happy with the game time he's getting, which is of course crucial to keep the squad morale and all up. So this episode gameplay was really good, I would say. I mean, we got 2 wins and at first. We did lose to Marseille, but we did dominate them, to be fair. Next episode, Monaco is going to be a bit of a cracking game, more Champions League action. We're going to get through a lot more stuff. And hopefully by the end of next episode, we will be in the January transfer window. But that's where I'm going to be ending the episode. Really hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you guys have had, make sure to drop a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new around here. And I'll see you guys next time.